Live from the Nicholson School of Communications, it's Tonight's the Night.
With special guest Jon Busdeker. And musical guest Sweet Cambodia.
And now your host, Chris Nielsen.
There we go. Hey guys, welcome to another Tonight's the Night. Tonight we have a great show. We have Jon Busdeker, and we also have a performance by Sweet Cambodia as well. So let's give it up for them. Yeah. Now, before we begin our show with our monologue, we would like to start by saying thank you to the UCF Army ROTC for letting us come out and film the Iron Knight. We had a great time participating in the event, and quite honestly, it was a lot harder than we thought. We would like to take this time to thank everyone involved in the amazing event, and especially the brave men and women who serve our country both overseas and here at home. Thank you for your service. Now, segue into monologue. In a series of tweets, Kanye West has claimed to be $53 million in debt. Perhaps that's because nobody wants to drop $2 grand on a beige sweatshirt with holes in it. Sorry, Kanye. A convicted murderer, Jodi Arias, has lost her visiting privileges at the Arizona maximum security prison. She is being held in after calling a guard a vulgar name. If that's the worst thing she's done since being incarcerated, I think everything's going pretty well. She's gone from murder to insulting. I think it's okay. An 18-year-old Florida teen who posed as a doctor and even opened his own medical practice was arrested for practicing medicine without a license. Police were suspicious when he cut short a patient's physical because he needed to be home before the streetlights came on. He's got a curfew, you know. The United States Army has developed a kind of pizza that can last for 3 years in harsh conditions. Officials say that even after 5 years, it will still taste better than Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza, we're trying to get better. That's, you know. An 81-year-old Pennsylvania woman ran over 2 robbers with her car after they had stolen her purse. When asked for comment about hitting the 2 men, the woman was quoted as saying, "What men?" Slick, Grandma. Nice. A man in Canada built an outdoor movie theater made of snow, which was a nice idea, except the bears wouldn't turn off their phones. They're a big fan of outdoor movie theaters. They were seeing, like, what, the Revenant? They would like that one, for different reasons, yeah. A man who was kicked out of a Golden Corral for eating 50 pounds of food is suing the restaurant for $2 million. The man also said that he would accept a payment of 70 pounds of popcorn shrimp. You know, either or, you know, whatever's easier for you. Casinos in Massachusetts are trying to appeal to younger gamblers with new games, which explains the new Barney crap tables. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese can't keep up. A Vietnamese prisoner inseminated herself to avoid the death penalty. She'll receive a life sentence 9 months later. Nice try. A dad accidentally sends a naked pic to his daughter, who shares it on Facebook. The sad part of the story is that the picture only got 3 likes, and none of them were from his wife. I mean, why would it be? A British fashion label has introduced contractual clauses requiring its models to eat. For the first clause also requires the models to know how to read the contract. They're really weeding through the competition there. Oh, and okay, so the Oscars are soon. The Oscar season's upon us, and I thought, hey, I'd like to hand out my own Oscars. So here's something we threw together. First Oscar is, and the award for the most persistent performance goes to Microsoft Windows for always asking you to update. They're always consistent in not working. For the best OBGYN of the year, that kid who pretended to be a doctor in West Palm Beach. For the best on-screen death, the Japanese actor killed by a prop samurai sword. Yikes. It was a prop? For the best viral yet useless technological feature, Snapchat filters. And the award for the best representation of the word discombobulated goes to Bernie Sanders. He just looks like the word discombobulated, you know? It's a fun word. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you to ToKnight's Tonight, to the Academy. Oh no, they cut me off. All right. All right, coming up after the break is our guest, Jon Busdeker. So don't go anywhere, all right?
To seal that kiss? Ew! Are you so stressed you're ready to give everything up? Well, don't get all riled up. Take a chill pill. Not only is the chill pill a revolutionary stress reliever, it also reduces bad breath by up to 99.9%. You no longer need to worry about stressing yourself to death or scaring everyone you meet away. Chill pill can take care of both at once. The chill pill has been developed by the best stress chemists in the country to assure you the utmost relaxation. Letting loose leads to longer life. And if you're ready to get up close and personal, let the chill pill freshen that breath up for you. You'll finally land that second date. Try the chill pill and you won't be sorry. Available at any store near you.
DC Comics brand new superhero collection. Oh no! Central City is under attack from Captain Cold. Luckily, the Flash is here to stop him. Captain Cold is no match for the Flash. The Green Arrow needs the Flash's help. The evil Deathstroke is trying to take over the city. The Green Arrow and Black Canary are here to stop him. Deathstroke is too strong to beat alone. With teamwork, they can defeat Deathstroke once and for all. Our heroes have saved the city. DC Comics Superhero Collection. Each figure sold separately.
Welcome back. Please help me welcome our guest tonight, Jon Busdeker, everybody. Yeah. Thanks for being on the show.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm honored.
Yeah. So first, let's just start off with how you came to be living in Orlando and working for the Orlando Sentinel.
So actually, I started. I moved here about 5 years ago. I'm actually from Michigan.
Okay.
I grew up in Michigan. Grew up in the Detroit area. Went to Wayne State University in Detroit. And I started at a small paper in Virginia, at Lynchburg, Virginia, at the Lynchburg News and Advance. Really small paper. I wrote just feature stories, and I was there about 2 years. And then
How old were you?
I was 24 when I moved.
Okay, 24.
Cool. 24, 25, yeah. And then I worked there for about 2 years, and then I got a job in Huntsville, Alabama. I worked there about 3 years, covering art and theater and symphony, and I got to go see a lot of bands and shows and stuff like that. And then I moved to Orlando and got a job at the Orlando Sentinel. I worked there for 5 years, but now I work at WESH 2 at the NBC affiliate.
Nice. So you've been all over the place.
I've moved around a little bit, yeah.
Now, do you focus on the same kind of stuff or reporting?
It's changed over time. When I first started, I covered a lot of just sort of fun feature stories. When I started in Virginia, it was like small sort of community stories. And then I went to entertainment. And then when I worked at the Sentinel, it was literally everything. I covered sort of anything in Central Florida.
Nice.
A lot of it was fun stuff and goofy stuff, and then some of it was serious stuff. And now at WESH, I cover just entertainment, just fun things to do here in Central Florida.
Nice. Now, well, what's the when you have to deal with reporting on both serious and what techniques do you use to distinguish the two and report on
you know,
both?
when you're doing fun stories, I mean, you want to look like you're fun on camera. You don't want to look like you're having a good time. But then when you have to be serious, you do sort of have to put on like that serious face and understand sort of what's going on. I was there when they read the verdict to like the George Zimmerman trial, and so I was out there covering that. And yeah, you really gotta, you gotta go out and you gotta ask questions, but you also know that you have a job to do, and so you have to be serious and get the news and try to get it up online and do it as fast and as accurate as possible.
Is that the hardest part about being a journalist for you, or what do you think? What is it?
Probably the hardest thing is it's a hard business to work in. I mean, I'll be honest with that. I mean, I've moved 3 times in 8 years, and I've lived in several different apartments and houses, and you're always trying to sort of find the job that you want to do and then try to even expand. A lot of people, some people find a place and they want to stay there and that's what they do, but I was always wanting to sort of move up and continue to progress, but it can be a hard business. I mean, I tell people all the time that I've spent every single waking hour in our newsroom. I've been there at 2 in the morning, I've been there at 6 in the morning, at noon. I mean, I've been there all the time working on stuff. And, you might...
Yeah, we have a clip that we got.
So, yeah, this is when I worked at the Orlando Sentinel. That's me on a bike right there where I did some stuff downtown.
Oh, wow.
That's me at iFly. That's me at a nudist resort. That's me at the EDM stuff that they do here in Orlando in a bear suit. And so I have a variety of jobs. That's probably me in Gene Simmons makeup.
Great. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of different things.
I have a good time. Yeah. Like I said, I try to find stories that sort of show off the uniqueness of Central Florida.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, what would you say like the weirdest? Florida is Florida. So what's the weirdest thing you've had to report on?
So obviously Florida gets I don't want to say a bad rap because they do a lot of crazy stuff here. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so. There are those types of stories. You see a lot of the crime stories where people do stupid things. There's one today where somebody got in a fight over garlic knots at a pizza restaurant, I think in Palm Bay or somewhere. But my job wasn't to do that. I didn't do a lot of the crime goofy stuff. I just tried to find stories that were just unique. And so, like we showed there when I went to the nudist resort in Kissimmee.
That's certainly unique.
It's very unique, yeah. And so it's been open 50 years though, and I went down there, I did a whole sort of video on the odd things in Osceola County. And it was kind of an odd thing down there. But yeah, they've been open 50 years, and I show up, and I was fully clothed, actually. And I was the youngest one there by, like, 60 years.
Really?
And actually, I wasn't actually naked in there. I had on shorts.
Is that something that, like, I could see that something being something that you just don't want to do? Like, okay, I can't do this, guys, but...
Well, I mean, it looked like it, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it looked like it, but no,
yeah.
I really wasn't naked there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has there been anything that you just flat out, like, you're like, I don't want to try this, I don't want to report?
It's funny you say that. I don't do a lot of, like, eating challenges.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not...
Do they make them do, man?
We actually, when I worked at the Sentinel, there was we did a series of stuff to do in September. It was all about like Central Florida September, and 2 guys did these eating challenges. I mostly shot them. I mostly videoed them. They did all these crazy challenges. I don't do a lot of those, and I don't do like the Blue Angels.
Yeah. You don't like watching the...
I don't mind watching them, but I always
reporting on it?
Well, no, I always get offered like, hey, do you want to go up in the Blue Angels jet? I'm just like, no, I'm good.
Wait, go up in the jet?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I would totally throw up.
Yeah, well, I mean, the G-forces is something to be a little
But that's
daunting.
about the only 2 things that I sort of draw the line at.
So but for the most part, you're trying to,
I'll
that was
try,
a lot of diverse things, so I believe
I'll try a lot of stuff, but those are probably the 2 that I've passed it on to somebody else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, what's your experience producing Orlando News Now?
So Orlando News Now, when I worked at the Sentinel, I was the host there, and so I hosted it. I didn't really produce much of it, but I just hosted it, and so that's not true. I did kind of do a lot of the back work too. I would sort of research things, and then I would be live on air. But now at WESH, now that I'm on the TV station, I just do all entertainment stuff, and so I shoot my own stuff, I edit my own stuff, I write my own stories, and then I usually appear on TV and sort of introduce them as well.
A jack of all trades.
I'm cheaper than 3 people. Like if you send me out to something, it's cheaper just to send me than a camera guy and a producer and a sound guy.
Multiple things.
They can just send me and I'm good to go.
Now, do you have any advice for people wanting, students here wanting to do what you do?
Yeah, my advice has always been try to learn as much as you can. Like always, constantly sort of learn new things. I mean, when I started as a reporter 10 years ago, I wrote for the newspaper. That's all I did. And 10 years on, now, like I said, I write, I shoot video, I edit video, I take pictures, I host stuff. I mean, I sort of have learned to do all this stuff over the last few years.
Nice.
But yeah, just in a matter of 10 years, even back then, it sounds so weird because like the internet existed, but it was like an afterthought almost. I mean, I would write stories that would go in the paper, and then if they made it online, great. If not, whatever. Now it's like it has to be
or nothing. You know?
Yeah, and now it's like if it's not online, like who cares? Like I need to have it online first, and then if it gets on TV or if it gets in the newspaper, whatever, that's fine. But I'd rather have it online as fast as I can. And the other thing that I always tell people is it's really hard to sometimes start where you grew up. And so like I grew up in Michigan, I went to school in Detroit. I absolutely wanted to work in Detroit. Like I wanted to work for the newspaper there. But when you're young, you can't really do that. And so I had to go off, and the first job that called me back, I moved there. And so that's why I moved to Virginia.
Okay, that's why.
I didn't want to move to Virginia. I mean, it was a beautiful place. It was a great place to live. I was right next to the Appalachian Trail. And but it was totally different from what I grew up like knowing. Yeah. But I knew that if I wanted to work in the business that I wanted to work in, I had to move. And so that's why I lived there. And then same thing with Alabama. Same thing with Orlando, to be honest with you. I didn't want to live here. Not that I like it now.
How's it been treating you? Are you thinking of moving again?
It took me a few years to like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me about 2.5, 3 years before I was like, all right, it's kind of cool here. But when I first got here, I didn't love it. And so just over time, I've learned to. But that's always been my advice. You know, if you want to sort of succeed in whatever you're doing, try to, don't be afraid to move, I guess. Okay, Because I didn't have any friends anywhere.
Take a chance.
I didn't have any friends there. I didn't know anybody. I just moved and picked up and, found friends eventually.
And done well for yourself since then.
I've done okay.
Now, what's your favorite I-4 attraction? Since you've been everywhere, so what can you tell?
On I-4, International Drive.
Either or.
Either or.
I-Drive probably has.
I-4 actually no. My favorite I-4 attraction. I've never been, but I want to go so bad. Is the dinosaur world between Lakeland and Tampa, or between here and Tampa. Yeah. There's that dinosaur world that I've never been to that I want to go to.
I see it on the road, and someone has actually shot an arrow into like the dinosaur in like the chest. It's like I don't know if someone's doing a drive-by off of their car to like but that's
I've always wanted to stop, but I'm always like going to Tampa or going to St. Petersburg, and I'm like, we can't stop right now to go to that.
Yeah.
But
next time.
Next time.
So you've probably been to all the parks. I'm assuming.
I've been. It's funny you say that. I just started working at West covering entertainment, and so I've been to. I haven't been to Hollywood Studios yet. I've been in like the lodge at Animal Kingdom, but never in Animal Kingdom. Okay. Because when I worked at the Sentinel, I wasn't covering like entertainment and theme parks. And so I'd been to Universal. I'd been to some other ones, but not a lot at Disney, because Disney shoots a lot of their own stuff. Like they don't really sometimes need the news out there. Yeah. But I have been to Gatorland like 100 times because I think Gatorland's amazing.
What's your favorite place to go?
I always tell people, go to Gatorland.
Really?
Like after you've gone to Universal, after you've gone to all that stuff, go to Gatorland. Because it's like you get there. Have you ever been to Gatorland?
No, I haven't.
You should go to Gatorland.
Okay, that's what,
You go and you walk in there, and there's just thousands of gators just hanging out.
That was the footage, I'm assuming, when you were
No, that was at a miniature golf course.
Oh, well, there's gators everywhere.
On iDrive, this guy has a show where he like does a whole thing with gators where he puts his hand in their mouth and he like does all this crazy stuff. But that's my favorite. Gatorland and Fun Spot's fun too.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. Thank you for joining. Can we get a hand of applause for Jon Busdeker? Yeah. All right, thanks for joining us.
I brought you something, actually. I forgot. I brought you a wine stopper, an Orlando My Way wine stopper.
What? Check that out. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Yep.
We'll be right back with Sweet Cambodia.
Does your breath smell so awful you can never manage to seal that kiss? Ew! Are you so stressed you're ready to give everything up? Well, don't get all riled up. Take a chill pill. Not only is the chill pill a revolutionary stress reliever, it also reduces bad breath by up to 99.9%. You no longer need to worry about stressing yourself to death or scaring everyone you meet away. Chill pill can take care of both at once. The chill pill has been developed by the best stress chemists in the country to assure you the utmost relaxation. Letting loose leads to longer life. And if you're ready to get up close and personal, let the chill pill freshen that breath up for you. You'll finally land that second date. Try the chill pill and you won't be sorry. Available at any store near you.
DC Comics' brand new superhero collection. Oh no! Central City is under attack from Captain Cold. Luckily, the Flash is here to stop him. Captain Cold is no match for the Flash. The Green Arrow needs the Flash's help. The evil Deathstroke is trying to take over the city. The Green Arrow and Black Canary are here to stop him. Deathstroke is too strong to beat alone. With teamwork, they can defeat Deathstroke once and for all. Our heroes have saved the city. DC Comics Superhero Collection. Each figure sold separately.
Welcome back, everybody. Please welcome our musical guest, Sweet Cambodia. Take it away, guys.
Here we go! There now, I'm in the ground. I found my home, safe and sound. Wow. My baby girl, she means the world. She's not a whale, but she's a pearl. Wow. Another word we have a class together. Remember when I got your number way back in December? Whoa. Well, how hard I tried. I don't have the money, put it to the time. Spend all day with you, my mind. Oh, just look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Well, eyes are brown. Eyes are brown. Just wanna live up in the sky. In the sky. I don't ever wanna come down. Come down. I'm in the ground. Well, I was never safe and sound. Oh no. She's pretty eyes, she's pretty lies that really help the devil in disguise. You would miss a piece of my puzzle, harder to predict than the next on the shuffle. Oh, well, how hard I tried. Now watch where you land, and don't you cry. It's a long way down. You're falling angel from the sky. Oh, 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 oh. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Your beautiful eyes are brown. Eyes are brown. Just wanna live up in the sky. In the sky. I don't ever wanna come down. Come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, go! Savage on the bass guitar. Your beautiful eyes are brown, eyes are brown. Just wanna live up in the sky, in the sky. I don't ever wanna come down. Come down. In the sky.
Let's hear it again for Sweet Cambodia. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thanks. All right. So, could you tell our audience where they can find you next, like your next performance?
Oh well, we'll be performing next Saturday, the 27th, at Back Booth at downtown Orlando. Just come check us out. I think the music starts at 9.
How can people find you online if they want to catch your music?
We are on all social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Just look up Sweet Cambodia. Instagram as well.
This Saturday's show is free. I know how much y'all like free stuff, so come out.
It's free. Now, before you guys play out, could you give us a quick story of how you came up with your name, possibly, or or name of a song or anything? You know, we got a few minutes left, so whatever you want to say to your fans, you know.
Well, really quick, the story of how we became Sweet Cambodia. Well, at one point, 2 of us were actually traveling with our manager, our now manager, through Cambodia, and it was honestly probably the best adventure of our entire lives. So
yeah,
it was just one sweet adventure, and that's
Sweet Cambodia. Nice. Awesome. Well, thanks for being here, guys. And if you guys could play us another song, sounded great the first one. So can't wait to hear what you guys have for the second one. All right. Thanks for watching the show tonight. Take it away. Oops.
Just one more drink, I'll be good, I really think. So don't play. Just one more sip, like the Titanic, I am a sinking ship. So don't slip. Be honest with yourself. 'Cause no matter how tall you are, you'll never reach the top shelf. Oh, wow. Got all of this anxiety. Pent up, levity down inside of me. Oh, wow. Last I could fake it, I lost control and ended up naked. I am making, I feel the pick and I can't stop thinking. Here I'm sitting in my kitchen asking God if she would listen.